We're joined on an absolutely miserable evening here at the UL training ground by Tommy Barrett, United Manager, on what is a huge week for him and his players heading into the playoffs on Wednesday. Tommy, I know we could have picked probably better conditions to have this interview in, but the excitement must be building for Wednesday night now between you and the players and your management team.
I love the rain, Adrian. Great. It's not miserable, it's lovely. Not too mild. But yeah, look, it is. The lads are looking forward to it. It's going to be a great occasion. Hopefully we can get hopefully the weather isn't like this. We might get a few more out. We're looking forward to it, and we'll give it our best shot like we always do.
You finished the regular season with a positive 2-0 win over Cavantilli. Amongst that, you had Willie Armstrong made a big impact. Josh Quinlivan got his first goal for the club as well, an academy player. Do you think it was important that your team maybe got that win to come into Wednesday night with, or do you think it made much of a difference anyway?
Yeah, look, it's always great to win, and we hadn't picked up a point against any points against Cavantilli, so it was great to get something because we got points off every team now in the division, which is in itself a remarkable achievement considering where we've come from. And even to beat Cavantilli, they were very unlucky to miss out on the playoffs last year. They were in the playoffs the year before. They have fantastic players. They're a really good side. They're probably an underrated side. They have a lot of good players and a very strong management team and a really well-run club. So, for us to finish above Cavantilli and obviously a lot of the other teams like Athlone, Cork, Cove, who got to the playoffs last year as well. They just missed out on the playoffs as well on goal difference last year, should I say. It's a fantastic achievement for this group, and it's an incredible effort by the players to get there.
Yeah, certainly. You'll be playing UCD, Tommy, over two legs, obviously Wednesday at the Markets Field, Sunday then in Belfield Bowl. You're obviously familiar with UCD after playing them 3 times in the league this year. They are a formidable opposition, as we've seen. You've got players like Colin Whelan and Liam Kerrigan who are topping the goal charts and the assist charts, so you certainly know what you'll be up against Wednesday. Yeah,
look, you named them 2 lads, but they have a lot more than that as well. They've players all over the pitch that are very, very good. They're very solid at the back as well. I know they concede a lot of goals, but they have some very good defensive players. Todd and Keeney are very good. They're just good all over, and look, physically they're very strong as well. They're not just a pretty team to watch. They're physically powerful. They're good at set pieces. They're training every day, like they have the facilities up in UCD to train every day, and in terms of gym programs and likes of that, that's something that we haven't got to do yet, so maybe we can get there in the future, but it's something that we need to build on. But look, we're a match for any side on our day, and we'll certainly be going out to win the game.
Yeah, that was one point that's worth mentioning, the fact that you and your team have managed to score 5 goals against UCD this season, so there's plenty to build on in that respect as well from an attacking point of view.
Yeah, there is. I think they scored 6 against us, so it's got, there seems to be goals in the game. It's very tight, and hopefully it can be another entertaining game because they've all been good games, and lots of goals in them. I thought we were unlucky on the UCD Bowl the last day. Actually, they had the first half an hour maybe, but after that I thought we certainly had the next 40 minutes, and they got a goal near the end in OG. But look, it's going to be close, I'd imagine, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, you have plenty of competition in the team now, Tommy. I think it's fair to say, I might put words in your mouth, but it's probably fair to say your back 5 almost picks itself due to the season the players have had, but particularly in midfield and on the wings, you've been blooding players in those positions over the last few weeks, so you have a selection headache going into Wednesday.
Yeah, well, look, we have a few injuries. The lads like Clyde and Sean have been out for a month. Both of them haven't trained in the last month at all. Clyde has a bit of training in him, but he hasn't got through a full session yet, and he played 45 minutes. We had to take him off last week because his ankle still wasn't right. Sean, hasn't got he probably hasn't got a start in him, if I'm being honest. He's the way he's going at the moment, he's saying himself even that he's feeling pain, and it's just a hip flexor injury, and it's at him all year. And the more he does anything on it, the worse he gets, and he's kind of deconditioned now. So, but we've good options off the bench along with Sean, with a lot of other lads as well. So, yeah, there's a selection headache, but that's always good.
Yeah, there's expected to be a huge crowd, Tommy, at the Markets Field for this game. Obviously, it's amazing to see the turnaround, I suppose, in 8 months to the fact that there is going to be a few thousand probably at the game. You'll obviously be hoping that once again your players will relish that, and I suppose your message would be that nerves shouldn't be an issue because you weren't expected to be here in the first place.
Yeah, I don't think they will be. You know, the lads haven't been nervous with big crowds. We've had big crowds now a while. You know, going back as far as the Cork game. You know, we've a good decent crowd at Cove as well, and we won 3-0. And you know, I think Cork we were quite good as well. We were, you know, full value for the draw. And at Loan, the last day, there was a fine crowd. You know, at Loan were a good side, and I thought we finished the game very, very strong. You know, in all of those games, so we'll be looking for more of the same on Wednesday.
And on a final note, I know you won't want to be giving too much away strategy-wise, but would the strategy be, Tommy, to try and take a lead for the second leg, or was it just to make sure that you don't lose the home leg?
Look, you're at home, you always want to win, you know, but you have to be careful that you don't go like gung-ho anyway, because you know, once you're in the game, if you can keep a clean sheet, you're in any game. So look, that's been a good indicator, or a good, that's the word I'm looking for. It's been good for us all year. The team have been excellent at staying in games at times, you know, when we're under the cosh and we're under pressure, and that in itself is a very good skill set to have. But look, when you're at home, you have to go and try to win the game and